The glass manufacturing industry has been around for several centuries here in North America, and it was decided some 80-some years ago that it'd be a good idea if the manufacturers got together and talked about their mutual problems in manufacturing glass. And about 9 years ago, the Glass Manufacturing Industry Council, the trade association for the industry, took over organizing the conference. And we continue looking at what are the issues in glass manufacturing today. So the Glass Manufacturing Industry Council is a trade association that spans all the segments of glass manufacturing. So that would be container manufacturing, fiberglass, float glass, etc. The conference, in a similar way, also spans all those segments. Now, what these segments tend to have in common with each other is that they melt raw materials into glass. So the conference tends to focus mostly on those issues around melting raw materials into glass. But in the last 8 years, I have seen some changes. There's been certainly a lot more introduction of oxy-fuel firing in the combustion compared to air. There's been some adoption of submerged combustion melting. I think what we're looking at now is more of a focus on sustainability in the future and how to adjust to limited resources. So in the 8 or so years that the Glass Manufacturing Industry Council has been organizing the conference, we've seen the conference gain well over 50% more attendance. I think that reflects the fact that a trade association understands what are the interests of the industry, can provide more technical education and other opportunities. Another big change that I've seen in those 8 years is that when we first started organizing the conference, there were no students attending. As of last year, we had 40 engineering students coming and participating as part of the industry. We get a lot of positive comments. We do distribute evaluations and get that back, plus people come up to the hallway and thank us for organizing this conference and for growing the conference. We've increased the value to those that attend by providing more opportunities for them. Typically what I'll hear from a glass manufacturing technical engineer is they'll say, you know, this is really a good use of my time. In a couple of days here, I can hear what's going on in the lectures, I can meet with my colleagues and discuss what's going on, and I can meet with my vendors, and all around it's just a good use of my time. Every year, Glass Manufacturing Industry Council does a deep dive into a technical topic of interest to the industry. So this year we had done a symposium on sustainability, and we had record attendance. Obviously they're interested in that. Our symposium next year is going to be organized around the future of glass manufacturing. So we're going to look at what changes are coming to the industry and how do we need to adapt. So those are changes in raw materials, rare earth minerals, in workforce availability, an increase in government regulation, particularly around carbon use, and some changes in the existing workforce and technical issues. Glass manufacturers today are feeling a lot of pressure to lower their carbon footprint, to reduce their emissions, and do other sustainability actions. Those pressures are coming from governments who are looking to reduce emissions and energy use and things like that, but they're also coming from their customers who want to have green products, and they look back to their suppliers of their packaging and that sort of thing. I think attendees at the conference are finding it a reliable place to come every year, in which those that are actually responsible for the operations in the plants in North America for making glass are all going to be in one place at one time, and we can all talk about our mutual interests.